my top stories. Market manipulation, Pentagon pizza style. This is from Den. Econ territory, June 17th. 8 comments, 11,034 cents. This is coming from Den. So, dude, he's been showing these kind of opinion newsletters from Mark Levine or Matt Levine. I'm sorry. Let me see. It's blocked. Anyways, so there's this thing called so when the war was going off, uh, there was this kind of like there was this correlation between what was happening at the Pentagon and then what was being traded, and they were talking about like how crazy can you get with information that's being sourced from different areas, and then how is that and then how is that being traded in like these open markets, and like are there at least these two different sides, and how is that being traded on different exchanges and stuff like that. And so can you actually get ahead of the curve when it comes to Wall Street these days? And man, I'm trying to remember what exactly was the piece at the end, but from what I could gather, it does seem that man, I can't even get. Do you remember most of this part, Keon? I can't remember
Of
exactly the prediction part of it, but there's some.
the pizza part? I thought it was I thought you were covering the pizza piece.
The pizza piece was them coming to the Pentagon and delivering the pizza, and then somebody, yeah, the pizza piece part of it. I can't log in here. Do you have the archive link?
Oh,
Where is it at? Oh, he has
for
it
the
right here.
newsletter? Yeah, at the
Yeah,
bottom.
the bottom. Yeah, here it goes. Ah, it's so good. Where's it at? Oh, here it goes. Yeah, he says right here. We talked yesterday about the wait time for delivery from pizzerias near the Pentagon, which arguably predicted Israel's attack on Iran, which more generally is arguably correlated with oil prices. The busier those pizzerias are, the busier the Pentagon probably is, which probably means some geopolitical stuff is going down, which probably means oil prices are going up. None of those things is absolutely true. Maybe some unrelated businesses near the Pentagon needed a lot of pizzas. Maybe the Pentagon softball championship is that day. Maybe the geopolitical stuff will reduce the price of oil, but it would not be shocking if there is some positive correlation. And then it gets into this assumes that it would work, which in turn assumes that the hedge funds are trading on this data. My thesis yesterday was something that like the oil futures market does not move immediately in reaction to Pentagon pizza delivery wait time data. So if you traded on that data, you would be ahead of the market and make a profit. Uh, so so basically, he says more generally, manipulate alternative data that is correlated with some security prices, expecting sophisticated hedge funds to trade on that data and trade the correlated securities ahead of them. Seems like a rich field for study in modern finance as people seek more obscure sources of information, data sources that are moderately correlated with asset returns rather than leaks of merger news. There are more opportunities for both manipulation and plausible deniability. He says, we have talked a few times about shadow trading, which is the related practice of getting inside information about some company and trading some correlated security rather than company stock, which will obviously get you in trouble. Have you ever heard of this before?
Well, I know there are all these kind of shenanigans that can go on. There are a lot of these shows that have hedge fund managers and stuff in them now. Like Billions was one, although it's like super overwritten, and I think it was kind of tired. But there's another one on HBO that takes place in like London. I forget what it's called, but similar thing where they talk like one of the, like basically the main character is tries to get inside information and do this kind of do market manipulation, and that's kind of like the thrilling part of the show. That's what makes a show a show.
So here's the other one. So he says, park 100 cars in a parking lot of some retailer, announce earnings next week, and buy calls on the company, that sort of thing. You were misleading someone, probably the hedge funds, examining satellite images of that parking lot. But why did they think they were entitled to rely on that parking lot for their trading? So he's basically saying that you send out a tweet, or something like that, and then you share that on Twitter, and then you trade on that, and vice versa. It's fascinating that people are trying to. I don't know. Maybe it's just the world that we're
Yeah,
in right now.
Oh, no, I think this stuff has been going on for a long time, but he does lay it out in a way that is easy to understand. I actually didn't read this piece in its entirety. I thought it would just be talking about the. I didn't realize he was tying together the pizza wait times with market stuff.
Yeah.
I thought it was just kind of covering that the pizza stuff, which I already knew about and was kind of tired of. So I hadn't actually dove
Oh,
deep in
you
this,
didn't
but
read it?
it sounds
Yeah.
really interesting. That I like the idea of like finding one of these things, these kind of unrelated yet correlated things, and manipulating it to manipulate a hedge fund, uh, and then front running a hedge fund. I like that a lot. It'd be pretty cool if some,
So
you'd have to have
it's
the means to do it, but it
it's
sounds
kind
cool.
of it's kind of funny. Like the other day, like this week, people were coming through, and one of the guys that came through, he was like, "So I see the light on at Plub Lab, so I know you're burning the midnight oil car." That's what they say. So in a way, it's kind of that kind of thing. So if you see the light on at Plub Lab at night, then you know somebody's burning the midnight oil there. Does that make sense? It's kind of the
Hmm.
similar thing.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's like this proxy for the real whatever you're trying to actually measure. Like you can't measure it directly. No one knows that what someone's working on when they're in here. Maybe they're just watching a movie in here at Plub Lab, and they're not actually working. But most likely, if they're at the office and
There's
it's
something
late,
going on.
they're probably working. They would go home and watch a movie.
Yeah,
But you don't know for certain.
but you don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.